Hi guys! Before I proceed, please like this video, turn on your notifications to receive updates whenever I make a post. Thank you! Dangote's refinery has been a topic of controversy for a while now, and it seems he's had enough. But what do you think, guys? Is Dangote's offer a genuine attempt to resolve the fuel crisis, or is it a clever business move?
Another complaint that I had, which I think the Right Honorable Deputy Speaker also raised with me, say, okay, why did we drop the price of diesel when we started? We drop it from, is it the bad quality we are producing or what? I said that no. Even at the 650 ppm and 700 ppm that we are producing was a better quality than what was, imported. And I'm sure, Your Excellency, sir, most of you have problems with their vehicles. Either you have had or you are still having problems with their vehicles. It's because of the bad fuel that we're importing into the country. I still stand by what I said. Go to filling stations, you can pick up and you can check the quality. That's the only way. But all this one, somebody will bring in a ship and say that, yes, this is the quality. Bring in fake certificate. This one, when we go ahead, we will say more. We will say more in the sense that, we know where they blend this in. Some of the terminals, some of the NNPC people, and some, traders have opened a blending plant somewhere off Malta. We all know these areas. We know what they are doing. It's not that we don't know. And really, like what I said, I've been fighting all my life. Somebody now said, okay, Mr. Dangote, I heard that, some people came to your hotel to ask of your name and you don't know who they are. You say, yes, they did. But look, I am a very, very fearless person. I believe so much in God and I don't fear anybody. They can do whatever that they want, and I am not scared. I will fight head on. It's not a question of this, so they can do whatever that they like.
Well, despite any opinion you may have about Dangote, one thing is for sure, he's an asset to the African business world no matter what. Just watch the videos.
Well, whatever we do, we add value. We are not an assembly plant. When I say assembly, we are not packaging plant. If you look at all our operations as Dangote, we actually add value. We take local raw materials and turn them into products and we sell. So which means it's a circular economy which we are practicing. Everything, is here. Everything is in Nigeria. The farmers, the banks, or maybe the people in the mines, the banks, everything is about local. And it is the main reason why we were number 2 in flour milling, but we sold it because the wheat is being imported from abroad. So the more wheat we use, the more jobs we create out there. And that's why we cancel that. We remain only in sugar. Salt is not really a very big business. So that's what we have done. And now, what are we doing? What we are doing, like what our group vice president, Mr. Aliko, mentioned, is that we said that, yes, we are always the first mover. We always move first, then other people will follow. And we have never, ever, whether consciously or unconsciously, stopped anybody from doing the same business that we are doing. To the contrary, when you look at it, when we first came into cement production, it was actually only Lafarge that was operating here in Nigeria, which is Iwekoro, and then the one in Ashaka, in Gombe. Nobody ever called Lafarge, monopoly. But we, Dangote, the first plant we set up was 5 million tons. That was the first one against less than 2 million of local production. But when we got in there, people now start saying, monopoly. And this is really very disheartening when people keep talking about all this monopoly. Monopoly, it is only when you stop people, you block them through legal means or whatever. No, it's a level playing field. where whatever Dangote was given, okay, in cement, for example, okay, other people too were given. In fact, some of them maybe they even got more than us. Okay, we are always very, very careful. You heard what I said. In the refinery, we did not, and I repeat, we did not collect one single incentive from the federal government of Nigeria or from even the Lagos state of Nigeria. Yes, Lagos state, maybe they gave us a good deal, but we paid $100 million for the land. It wasn't a free land. We paid for it. Okay, so people are always looking at the other side. They are not really looking at the real picture. Okay, that's one. Number two, this country has been having petrol queues since when majority of you here were not even born, since 1972. Okay, so 72 to date is what? 52 years. And we are still having the same issue. So just for the fact that yes, we are ready and about to start this, everybody is now up and about. Yes, but we know that what is giving us a lot of joy is that we know that the majority of the population, they are with us. And so we are not discouraged. We'll continue what we are doing. But doing new business like which we announced this still, actually our own board has decided that no, we shouldn't do this still, because if we do it, we'll be called all sorts of names, monopoly, and then also imports will be encouraged. So we don't want to go into that. Let other Nigerians also go and do it, because we are not the only Nigerians here. There may be some Nigerians with even more cash than us. They should bring that money from Dubai, from other parts of the world, to come and invest in our own fatherland. Well, everything depends on NNPC, because the OB3 is their own gas pipeline. Majority of the gas that is being produced is, it's being produced from their own facilities. Our own has not really started yet, but we are doing other, other pipelines in Bayelsa to bring, to take the gas to Osaro to process and now inject it into the ELFs. Once we do that, then it will add to the viability of our investment, and also to make sure that yes, we have additional gas, not only for us, for the entire system. But I'm sure OB3 will address all these issues, and we'll continue to pray that the OB3 will be delivered as promised, which is end of July. Yeah, well, in terms of quality, when we started, our quality was about 600 to 650 ppm, and the 600 to 650 ppm is one of the best in terms of quality. Okay, at that time when we started. But as of today, we are 87 ppm, and I assure you, media, you can come again and take sample on Monday. By Monday, latest Tuesday, will be at 50 ppm. By beginning of August, will be at 10 ppm. So in terms of quality, we are doing very, very well. Nobody can produce anything better than us. So I just got the result from him 5 minutes ago. We are now down to even 32 ppm. And I want to plead with the regulator to come at any time, whether Sunday or Monday. We'll take the sample, and I guarantee you, before he gets here, our own ppm will be even below 10. When we are coming here, His Excellency, the Speaker, said that no, can we please wait? It wasn't planned, but he said that we should wait, since we have media with us, to pick up samples from 2 filling stations, and also when we get into our plant, they will pick up samples to check. The result has actually come out, and I'm going to share these same results with you, because they've checked. There is a total ppm was 1,890 something. I'll give you the paper, and they can also come, which was picked from their station there. The matrix also came to 2,653, and but then the flash point matrix was 61, which is below the minimum. The minimum is 66. And then also total is 6 flash point. Our own flash point is actually 96, and the records are there. If you want to do the test at any given time, you can actually run this test. We don't believe in the test of people when they bring in ships, because those tests, people write fake things, and even during COVID, people were writing fake COVID certificates. So all the results, if they want real results, they should go to SGS or Cotecna. They will give them the real certificate. But the right thing to do for Nigerians is to go to the filling station, and we want anybody to go to any filling station and buy. We'll test for you free of charge. It takes us maximum of 5 to 10 minutes. We'll give you all the parameters, and our own parameters today, we want to announce to the Nigerians, it is extremely very good parameters. We've left that 600. We are not at 600 anymore.
You want to comment about the PMS, when the PMS will be outputted?
By the grace of God, PMS was supposed to be out by this July, but we had the fire incident. The incident that we have, actually disrupted us for a few days. But by latest 10th or 12th of August, PMS will be ready.
Another one. Bayo Onanuga, a spokesperson for the presidential campaign, recently made some statements about Peter Obi that the Labour Party's presidential candidate is calling for protests across the nation. But Osaro wasn't having it. Osaro fired back at Bayo Onanuga. He said Onanuga is trying to divert attention from the real issue. Just watch the video.
Lately, there's been a lot of varying opinions on the need for a protest or not. It has even progressed, just as expected, into ethnic profiling and attempts to paint the calls for a protest as something engineered by the IPOB or by Labour Party's candidate Peter Obi, who, of course, if you've paid close attention, has not once said anything pro-protesting. And you can, of course, see from his Twitter account every single thing he said concerning protesting. None of them has been in support of a protest, either in the past or currently. But, as usual, the presidential spokesperson, Bayo Onanuga, still found it within himself. He dug deep within himself, and after searching and searching and searching for days, he was able to still manufacture a narrative blaming either Peter Obi or the IPOB for increasing calls for a nationwide protest. This is where we are. Now, we can address how that, of course, how things have turned out and how all the evidence seems to be completely false, blaming the IPOB or Peter Obi for the calls for a protest. But let's really just ask the question this morning. Is there anyone across Nigeria today who's actually happy? Right from northern Nigeria, the middle belt, the south-south, the southeast, and even here in the southwest where the president is from. Is there anyone who's truly trusting the process? Aside politicians and those who, of course, who are fully invested for their personal interest, is there anyone who says to themselves, yes, things may be really tough right now, but I really trust this government and I'm okay with suffering till things start to get better? Is there anyone who truly is excited about Nigeria's current situation? If there is, why are they hiding? Why don't we see them on the streets celebrating and cheering on the current government? Why instead are we seeing people climbing broadcasting masts or attempting suicide, even here in Lagos? It would be the highest level of self-deceit to tell yourself, or even to tell Mr. President, that the growing calls for a protest are engineered or driven by the opposition political party or movement. And even if that was the case, the fact that there is a growing number of people who are struggling to get even just one meal a day, as stated by Senator Ahmad Lawan, it makes it easier for whichever anti-government group to engineer a protest. Again, that doesn't seem to be the case. Just to reiterate that it's not likely that any of the calls for protests are engineered by the IPOB or Peter Obi or anybody, just like Bayo Onanuga said. But I'll ask these people around Mr. President this morning to take a quick opinion poll across Nigeria. Ask around 1,000 or 10,000 people, are they truly happy with today's Nigeria? Are they impressed with the way the country is being run? Do they believe in the idea of persevering, as President Tinubu has asked? Just do a quick opinion poll across the country and see what it will show you. I'm certain those closest to Mr. President wouldn't like the results of those opinion polls. So again, this morning, as we take further steps in our journey as a nation, let those around Mr. President be reminded that Nigerians are very much aware that they don't have time to waste. I've spoken about this before. Millions of Nigerians have done a mental breakdown of how old they would be at the end of this administration, and how important it is that our nation starts to see some level of progress today. Not next week, not in a few years, not maybe in the next couple of months. Today. So it is important that this government does something to show the Nigerian people that as you ask them to be patient, that they are not going to be waiting in vain. Ethnic whistling or any other tactics to dismantle a possible protest is a clear sign that Mr. President's people do not have the necessary means to convince Nigerians that they are in safe hands. Good morning, Nigerians.
Whether they like it or not, protesting is in the constitution of Nigeria and nobody will do anything about it. If they like, let them continue using their security to oppress people. Protests will happen. This is your #1 source of news and updates on the latest happenings in the world of politics, entertainment, and more. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, comment, and also share our videos. Bye for now.